Hi folks, this is going to be an attempt at simplifying from a photograph. This is the one I'm going to have a go at. Let's zoom in. It's I took it from a BBC programme. Now as I'm a licence payer, I reckon I've got a fair crack of the copyright. So what we've got is a Scottish scene, Scottish Valley. I don't know where, but I'm going to add some different bits and pieces to it. Very light distance, but lovely red, lovely autumny reds. I'll put some trees or little trees and stuff in that. Bit of scraping out, some green here. So it's a great photograph, but it's not such a good. Well, we're creative artists, aren't we? So we can change scenes to suit ourselves. We're making pieces of art, not copies of photographs. So I'm going to stick that right with the sun shining up here so I can see it. No sun today. And zoom out. Okay, let's move my camera around a little bit. That's as square as I'm going to get it. Okay, so I'm going to wet the paper all over. This is a bit of cheaper paper, £130, Fabriano. Good for wetting wet though. Well, at least it's good for lifting out. The £90 rough that I'm using is very good, but not for this particular picture. I don't think so. I'll just let that soak in a little bit. It's very rainy, wet. We've had a lot of rain overnight. But when we say rain in London, it's not torrential or anything. It's a good steady drizzle that's been relentless for some hours. Okay, now I'll put a bit of alizarin and cad yellow and alizarin, I think, on this sky and all over. Let's just show you that. You use whatever paints you want. These are student quality, and as we come down we'll go greener, so a bit of cadmium yellow, a bit of ultra, just a tint. I'll put a bit darker than that, I think. I've been using black recently, but I won't use it in this one. Okay, let's go an underlying light burst sienna. Let's put the washes in while it's dirty. Probably got some black mixed in it. Okay, that'll do. So let's just get some basic washes in basic colours. Okay, I'm going to reclip the paper. Then we'll do some of that sky. No need to stretch the paper. Okay. So we've got a bit of blue in that sky, a bit of blue and a bit of aliz. That'll do, but it's quite faint and misty. Oh, I'll just do my sky. Okay. Have a swig of tea. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Every day's a weekend for me. Were it not for the fact that I try to produce some paintings for you and for my followers, growing band of followers on Patreon. Have a look at my channel on Patreon. It's sort of a gives people an opportunity to make a contribution towards the materials that I've spent over many years, over nearly 5 years. It does cost quite a bit of money to do with all the materials and the computer to upload and the cameras. And my camera's pretty basic, it's just a camcorder. Right, let's get a bit of alizarin, bit of blue, and let's just get a bit of a heavier one. I'll use a bit of light red. And this one. A bit heavier. I'll put a link to Patreon on my on the end of this. But if you feel you don't, but I've got about 90 videos on there that you'd have to pay to see. But it's only a small. It's only about $4 for a month, and you can see everything that I've done so far and what I will do in the time that you pay for. Okay, let's just get in some distant greens. This will hopefully all merge. A bit more blue in there. I'll come down to the bit of distance. Right, let's just get a little bit of blue, more blue in there. And then bit of just shine through the murk with different colours. But there aren't any warm colours there yet. Okay, we let that dry quite a bit. I might help it along. See, that's lovely and flat now. Drinking my tea. Right, let's put in. I'm going to dry that off, I think. So take your headphones off. See how much lighter it dries. Well, I can put some drier paint over there. Okay, let's put in some. I'll put in some warmer colours in that mountain thing here. As it warms up. A bit darker. Oh, there's something darker in here. There's probably some pine trees or something anyway. Something darker. More blue in there, I think. Okay. Touch a little bit of water there. don't want that to mingle. Right, let's come over here and do some nice greeny. This is sort of a mound here. Okay, I want that edge there. I don't want to disturb that yet, but I want to put in some nice greens. Just a dry brush all this. So this is just a wash of general greeny colour going into warmer. It's a bit of just a background for my detail. Plenty of paper, cloth handy. Okay, let's just put in a little bit of detail in that background. It's all sort of misty. Difficult with this paper. The other one, the £90 rough, is great at this. Let's get a nice bit of yellow in there. Okay. I'll just strengthen up this one here. Have a little bit of merging and mingling there. Let's just soften. See what happens to that. Okay, I can just put a little, when that's dry, I can go over that with a bit slightly heavier. Now, I'm going to try that again. Okay, now I really want to just soften some of that. Right, I can put in some bit of detail in that. So let's get in some nice colours along here now. So burnt sienna, a bit of paint, a bit of burnt umber. Now let's get some red with that. Burnt umber. Going to darken some of that. Bit of Payne's grey. Okay, now dark red, so Payne's grey. It's all the way across here. Now we've got a little bit of tree stuff here. Hake is a brilliant brush. If you haven't got one, treat yourself. They're very cheap. They last for quite a long time. They can be very, very infuriating. Okay, that'll do. So we've just got that nice little mound there. And we'll just carry on with this foreground here. Red. Bit of dark in here. I'm just painting the darks as I see them, but not necessarily in the same place. That was the thought. Well, let's get some lighter sienna, raw sienna. Oh. Right, I had a bit of disturbance. I had to answer the door and entertain for half an hour. Right, okay, so where were we? I was texturing all this in here, so I'll carry on with that. You just can't put everything in. It's a very complicated scene around here. Lots of different reds and umbers and so on. So let's put in some nice green in here, so I can etch out some rocks. So the ultramarine and some nice greens. Some nice sienna in there. And we get some lovely red, umber, bit of ultramarine. See where I want to put in the rocks. This is like a bit of some grasses sort of sticking up. Don't know what they are. Umber, ultramarine. dark green in there. Trying to make everything look a bit different. And there's just a touch of green in there. You don't always see it, but we're working from a photograph, and but we're not copying, we're just putting in the washes according to the colours that I'm looking at. Okay, so let's just etch out a rock now with a plastic card. Just some in here. Some little bits of rocky stuff lying around, quite random, and rocks there, and that one bigger. Okay, so we've got some of that. Okay, now I'm going to add some bit of a tree over here, so I want some of that nice umbery colour. Let's just, so this will do for shadow. Umber and blue. A shadow around these things. Okay, so let's just put in some it's getting a bit dirty, the palette now, so some Payne's grey or black. Just put in a little bit of a just getting the water out of the brush and just a bit of sienna, red, nice. Try not to overdo it, but I'll just add a little bit of a foil on that side. When that dries, I'll just go over that a bit again. And we'll put in some bushy stuff. Let's use black. I haven't used any. I've got a tiny little bit of black on the palette. Just adding a little bit of texture. Okay, let's get some darker bits on here. And we'll put some little rocks and scrapings down here. Okay, not much more I can do to that. There's not really a lot of vegetation on this that actually shows. They're not really lifting out there, so probably not too dark enough. But I reckon we could use a bit of gouache. And just add some, really put it in my tea, my brush. Okay, just squeeze the tube, it's getting a bit old now. Let's just catching the light. So we'll keep this to the minimum, just some white little stone pebbles and rocks. Oops, go away there. Right, I want to just put in some, that looks about dry. I'm just going to wet my hake again, my large hake, and give it a clean, and just strengthen up this in here, that went a bit of rye. Just figuring out a little bit of detail. I do like the sea, I'm not sure I'm doing it justice, but I can't think of anything there really. But I'll put something over there because there is another layer of warm not a lot behind, but some very faint blue maybe. Probably won't show, but just some bits of detail in that middle distance there. Okay, I'm going to let that go. I can't do any more to it. Let's just zoom out. Can't go any higher. I'll put that in the mount. I might have to just alter the camera, so bear with me. Okay. Stick that on it. The tree is a bit of artistic license. It's not the greatest picture, but nor is this mount. So there we are. We've got a how to simplify painting. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye for now.